Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ranjitha, and I'm here to teach you guys today a class on a back issue. Specifically, we are going to start from the low back issue. So, if you are kind enough to introduce yourself and tell me a little bit more about why you are here, that would be great.
Well, my name is Dee, and I've been practicing yoga for almost 7 years. And just recently, 2 weeks ago, I started with an issue with the sciatic nerve. And the week before, Ranjitha asked me to participate in this, and it was almost like this is where I was supposed to be. So I am going to be the true student this evening to see what I need to do to throw into my toolbox for my own practice that I do at home, to be mindful. So, thank you.
Thank you, Dee.
I'm Bob. I've been practicing yoga approximately 15 years. I did teacher training with Dee, and I'm here tonight to learn about the adjustments and the help your postures can do for a back injury.
Thank you, Bob.
Am I looking this way when I speak, or should you to you? So my name is Judy, and I've been practicing yoga for approximately 20 years. And as you know, I did my yoga teacher training with you, and it has truly transformed my life, and it's such an honor. So I feel we've been on a journey together, as well as you going on this path now, which has blessed me because I have issues with my back, with the neck and shoulders. So I also am looking for tools for my toolbox.
Thank you, Judy. So I want to, before we start actual asanas, and I'm going to give you some information. The first one is we sound the chanting or the mantra as simple as Om, or could be any other sounds. Is why we do that is that sound vibration, actually when we are sounding, it actually settles into our lower part of our body. Basically, the first grounding energy is the earth, and the next is water, and the solar plexus. These three has a muscle which is called psoas. Psoas starts from here, and it comes almost to the solar plexus, ends here. So basically this muscle, what it does is taking our upper body, settles into lower body, and it moves energy up to here and down. So that is one of the best benefit of sounding. So if you go to the world back home, if you go with a back issue, other than the poses, they always give you a mantra. So chant this as simple as Om, because that's how our body is to molecular level, 90% is water. So the sound vibration vibrates throughout our body, and that itself is a first healing. Okay, so, and the second one is the breathing, the prana. The prana, actually the seat of prana is in the brain. So we all think seat of prana is everywhere. The prana that we get when we are breathing, we are drawing the prana from the outside of us, and it comes through us from the top of our head, where that's the soft part. That's why prana comes in front of us. And it takes a different names based on the movement of those prana. Like apana is the downward movement, and the samana stays in the solar plexus, so that it's not only digesting food and creating energy for the body and all other organs, it also makes sure that all this garbage is out next day. That is the samana vayu. And the udana is the upward spiraling movement in the throat. When we are sounding Om, and we are creating that energy of spiraling energy in the throat up to the crown. So all this is important for us when we are treating someone or when we are helping someone with any kind of a health issue. So that is what is all about the yoga therapy. The therapy is designed for specific, issue and for a specific person. If you come with a backache, you may have certain symptoms, and you may have certain symptoms, and you may have totally different symptoms. Like this class is in general for a small group with a back issue. So, and our emotions from our brain to the nervous system, it seeps into that, comes back to this muscle that I'm saying about the psoas muscle. This is a very temperamental muscle. Whatever we think, whether it is a negative or positive, it takes it in. And immediately our thoughts, our negative emotions in our mind when we are thinking, it affects this. As soon as it affects these muscles, immediately we start to feel the pain in the lower back. So our emotional release through the asanas, through the movements, through the breath is the one which is also going to help us release the low back issue. Another important thing happens is you store your tension in the shoulders. Immediately it comes back to your pelvic area. If you are tensing up your shoulders, your shoulder area, your upper traps, and the pain of that blocks the energy in the sacrum, in the lower part of our body. In the same way, if your emotion is trapped here in your pelvic area, immediately it affects your shoulder. So knowing all this, we can make use of our breathing, our chanting, and then we will go through some of the specific poses to help that. Okay? How does it sound?
Wonderful.
Good. So we will do that. So let's take a moment. Let's set the intention. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Bring your intentions in your heart center. Ask for guidance with the higher power. And simply surrender to the outcome, to your highest good. With this awareness, let's sound 3 ohms together. And as we sound the om, the finishing sound, sound, let's keep it longer. Take a deep inhale and exhale out. Inhale. Now with this awareness, let's begin to do the pranayama, the 3 parts breathing. Take a few moments, observe your breath. Notice how your breath is flowing in and out. with that awareness, deepening your breath. Nice long deep breaths. Even mentally you can count your inhalation for 4 counts. Exhalation for 5 counts. Now place one hand on your belly, one hand to your chest, keeping your spine nice and tall. Begin to take a deep breath. This time, your inhalation is 4 counts. Your exhalation is for 6 counts. Consciously feel your body expanding with your breath. Breath is flowing effortlessly. Breath without agitation. Nice peaceful breaths. Breath with full of love. Breath with compassion. Now feel your breath as you are exhaling, belly drawn in towards the spine. As you are inhaling, the belly expands, the chest expands. Exhaling, belly goes in towards the spine. So the in-breath and the out-breath is the dynamic exchange of giving and receiving. Your inhalation is receiving. Your exhalation is giving. This is the law of nature. Very gently open your eyes. How did you feel with the breath? Don't feel comfortable?
Very comfortable.
Okay. So now we are going to come on to the mat. Remember how our emotions affects. If you need a blanket under your head to support your neck, you can keep it. Otherwise, preferably, we can just come onto the mat. All okay? From here, bring your right knee to chest. Place your hands together under your right knee. Take a nice deep inhalation. As you exhale, bring your right knee towards the chest. Inhale. Bring it back where it was before. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, bring in your knee closer to your chest. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhalation goes back to the same space. Exhaling. As you are emptying your breath, your knee comes towards the chest. One more time, this side. Inhaling. Exhale. And slowly release your right foot. Bring your left knee, place your hands under. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your knee towards the chest. Inhale, back to center. Exhaling, knee towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale out. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale out. You notice that the rhythm of your breath and the movement happening together. To the inhalation and the exhalation. And release. Arms to your side. You can keep your palms facing up or down. If you keep your hands facing up, it opens up your chest. Take a deep breath. The same long deep breaths. Breath with awareness. Exhaling, belly drawn in towards the spine. 2 more breaths. Inhalation, creating that space in your chest, in your abdomen. Exhalation, belly drawn in towards the spine. Now the second exercise is bring your hands under your right knee. As you inhale, straighten your leg. Not too much, just to the point of comfort. Exhaling, gently bring your knee to chest. Inhalation, moving your right leg and then opening up. Exhalation, bring it towards the chest. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthening. Exhalation, knee to chest. 1 last time. Inhale, exhaling, and release that leg. Catch your breath. Now let's do the other side. Go ahead and bring your left knee. Inhalation, exhaling, stretching, and drawing slightly towards you. And inhale, bend your knee, moving towards the mat. Exhaling, straightening, bringing towards your chest, bending your knee. Yes. 1 more time. Take a deep inhalation, moving forward. Exhaling, bending your knee towards the chest. 1 last one. Inhale and exhale towards the chest and release. Arms to your sides, palms facing up. You can stretch your leg or bend your knees, whatever is comfortable for you. Take a deep breath, nice long deep breaths. Now slowly rolling onto your right side. Come into seated pose and facing towards me, to hands and knees. Keeping your knees hip width apart. Palms pressed down. Draw the energy from your hands to your shoulders. Inhaling, tilting your tailbone. Opening up your lumbar spine. Exhaling, gently stretching back. You can bring your elbows down. Inhale, come back to center, tilting your tailbone. Exhaling, stretching back. Place your elbows down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale out, stretching back. One more time. Taking a deep inhalation, creating space in the lumbar spine. Exhaling, stretching back. Stay here for 2 breaths. Slowly come onto hands and knees. Now let's do this pose is called sunbird or the sun dog. Stretching your right leg out. Left arm to the front. Palm facing down. Palm facing down. Yes. Take a deep inhalation. Stay here and exhale out. One more breath. Deep inhalation. Exhaling. Come onto your knees. Empty your breath, rounding your back. To center. Now left leg out. Right arm to the front, palm facing down. Take it that full body breath. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And slowly release. And stretch back. Relaxing your elbows down, forehead touching down. Whenever you touch your forehead down, it creates relaxation response, activates parasympathetic nervous system. Come on to hands and knees. One more time, we are going to repeat this sunbird. Go ahead. Nice. First take a deep inhalation, tilting your tailbone. Exhaling, rounding your back. Inhale back to center. Right leg out. Left arm to the front. Gaze down. Without putting any pressure on your neck. And release. Switch to the other side. Consciously breathe. And release. Stretch back into child's pose. Elbows resting, forehead resting. Take a deep breath. Come on to hands and knees. Now we are going to come on to your belly. You can place your hands like this. If this is uncomfortable, then we will change. From here, just even you can come this way. If you keep your forehead here. And I want you to lift your legs. And I want you to be very aware of where you are feeling that lift. Are you initiating this lift from the low back? Or are you initiating this lift from your abs? And release for a moment. And notice yourself. Where did you feel it? Where did you feel Bob when you are lifting?
More in my low back.
Low back. That is not the right way.
Lower back.
Lower back. That's not the right way. Judy?
When I'm lifting, it's just below, maybe 2 inches below my navel. I feel presses more like above the pelvic bone.
So you're using the abs? Okay. Abs is okay. So Bob, come Bob, and all the three of you come. Now mindfully, knowing that if you use the back, that's when it's going to trigger the pain. So use your abs to lift that leg. Doesn't have to be very high, but it should be very low. If you are comfortable, you can do this way from here. Let's do this. Come on to this. From here, focus on your ab. Use the ab muscle and just lift and release. See if you can do the other side. Using the ab, not too much of a lift, very slightly. Go ahead and continue that. Sometimes if you are overstretching, you may feel that cramp, leg cramp. So just be a bit of a mindfulness. You can use abs and a little bit of glutes, but not the back, low back. So see that? Good job, Bob. How do you feel, Bob?
I'm feeling it in my abs now.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good. It's you see the difference,
Big
right?
difference.
Yes. So we can't use the low back. So come on to hands and knees. Stretch back into child's pose. Take a nice deep breath. Relax your elbows. Take a deep breath. Come on to hands and knees. And then turn on to your seat. Come closer. Keep your feet together. Draw your shoulder blades in and down. There's a lot of space between your neck and shoulders. So as you inhale, this is what you're going to do. Keeping your feet down. Exhalation. Bending your elbows, bringing closer. Inhaling, arms straight. Exhaling, bringing knees towards the chest, elbows bent. Go ahead and continue. Yes. Relaxing your feet. Exhaling, bringing closer. Close your eyes, visualize, and focus on your breath. One more time. Stay here and breathe. How you feel? Dee?
Yeah.
Good. How about you, Bob?
Good.
Judy?
Very good, thank you.
Okay. Now rest for a moment. Just focus on your breath. Remember the 3 parts breathing. As the breath moves, you can stretch your legs. You don't need to keep your knees bent. You can straighten your legs. I want you to notice as you're exhaling, your exhalation is longer. As you're exhaling from your hips, the breath is moving through the psoas, releasing that psoas. Inhalation, the chest, belly, upper chest filled up. Expansion, expanding your chest. Exhalation, the breath is moving towards your pelvic floor, towards the psoas muscle. And consciously be aware of the breath. 2 more times with your own breathing rhythm. Longer exhalation always engages parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest. Take a nice deep inhalation. As you exhale, after the exhalation, see if you can just hold for a few seconds. The emptying the breath. When you are ready to take another inhalation, slowly bend your knees. Open your eyes. Roll onto your right side. Hug your knees to your chest. Just for a moment. Take a few deep breaths. Is this comfortable pose to stay in for all the 3 of you? Okay. Take another 3 deep breaths. Nice, peaceful breaths. Once you finish those 3 breaths, then come onto your back, just the way you are, and bending your knees. We are going to come into bridge pose. So in this bridge pose, as I'm coming in, and I'm keeping my big toe, baby toe, and the heels fully grounded. As I'm inhaling, I'm slowly lifting 1 vertebra at a time. Slowly coming into soft bridge, half bridge, creating space. Using my abs and engaging my glutes. Coming up, chest opens. And the exhalation, 1 vertebra at a time, bringing down. Slowly, mindfully, along with my breath. Very peaceful moment. I'm going to show 1 more time. As you inhale, lifting from the tailbone, 1 vertebra at a time, lifting along with my breath, creating that space, creating that harmony in the vertebrae, 1 at a time. When I come all the way, and keeping that engagement and slowly bringing one vertebra at a time down, releasing. Now I'm going to watch you guys do. You can even keep your palms facing up and down. One vertebra at a time. Yes. Very mindfully strengthening, lengthening, without jarring or jamming. Shoulders relaxed, breath relaxed. How do you feel, Dee? Good? Okay. Mindfully, if you need to take a break in between, go ahead. Two more breaths. And when you finish the last one, just simply come down. Take a 3 parts breathing, 3 parts diaphragmatic breath. As we are breathing, this 3 parts breathing, the diaphragm actually helps to open up your pelvis, the multifidus, and the spine of your back. So it's so important that we use our breath to bring that harmony to the pelvic floor, to your back. So the relaxation technique has shown the evidence of healing low back situations. Now you are going to come into the best part of the class. Stretch your legs however you like to. Stay in this relaxation pose. If you want me to hip block under your sacrum or rolling the blanket under your knees, anything you need, just raise your hand and I will help you with that. If you want me to cover you with the blanket, I am going to walk you through into relaxation. Nothing to think about. Just being in the moment. Begin to deepen your breath. Nice long deep breaths. Just like what we practiced, the 3 parts breathing. As you exhale, consciously feel your pelvic floor, the psoas muscle, completely relaxing. Nothing to think about. Just being in the moment. Take a few deep breaths. Breath without agitation. Nice, peaceful breaths. Relaxing your feet. Let it just relax your feet without holding. Just let it be. Each exhalation, let your body surrender to the earth, strengthening your grounding energy, creating acceptance, creating stability, creating your inner strength. Each exhalation, let your breath become softer and softer. Slowly merging yourself into your breath. And you become that consciousness. Relaxing your feet. Relax your legs. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your hips. Relax your abdomen. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your fingers. Relax your back. Relax your neck. Relax your jaws. Relax your eyes. Relax your forehead. Relax your whole body. You are in a deep, relaxation. Body is relaxing. Mind is aware. Begin to deepen your breath. Nice long deep breaths. Breath without agitation. Gently moving your toes and fingers. Shifting your head side to side. Take a full body stretch. And release. One more time, full body stretch and release. Roll onto your right side, hugging your knees to chest. Take a few deep breaths. Slowly coming into seated pose. Sit on a folded blanket or the block, however it is comfortable for you. Take a few moments. Noticing your body. Notice your breath. Do you feel the same discomfort that you felt before? Or is there a shift in that awareness as you are breathing in and out? With this awareness, let's sound one longest together. Take a deep inhale and exhale out. Inhale. With this awareness, let's send out loving kindness energy to the universe. Whoever needs, they will receive. palms together, to third eye center, to your higher consciousness. Namaste.
Namaste.
So let's share a little bit. How did you guys feel? Each one can tell
I
me.
feel very good. At one moment, I just had a little twinge, but the breath brought me right back into a very good comfort level. So it's a great practice.
Great, very simple, yet powerful, right? Just
Yeah.
knowing how our emotions
Yeah.
affect us.
Very, very good. Very good. So thank you.
How about Bob? What
Feel much more centered, relaxed, and I felt much better about feeling my abdominals when we did that one exercise.
Yes.
Rather than using my legs and my back.
Right, yes. That's very important. Most of the time that's what happens. We don't know what exactly we are using, and then suddenly we think, okay, it's the back, but we are making it harder on our low back. So just that awareness is going to change from the one when you are doing something. And even when we are emotionally drained, you will be aware what's going to be happening to us, right? Judy, how do you feel?
I feel so wonderful. I feel so centered. I feel grounded. I feel nurtured. I just feel wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you all for
Such
coming
an
to us.
honor. Thank you for
Thank
asking.
you.
It's such an honor.